channel, Jason here. Alright, so hope everybody's keeping well out there. I wanted to show some female fronted hard rock stuff that I was on a kick with a while back, so I chose sort of stuff that was getting labelled occult rock and stuff maybe at the time, coming through the 2000s, and so I chose 13 bands because that seemed like a witchy number, right? So yeah, let's get stuck into it. Well, what we're listening to is Dead Can Dance, in a bit of mood for that, so always good. Alright, so first one, this is the band that started me off going back and listening to some of this stuff not that long ago. I was listening to the new Mansion album, which I've talked about a few times here on the channel. Brilliant band, really love them. I followed them through and bought everything that they put out and really enjoyed it. And this is one of the first things I ever picked up by them. This is the Manson Congregation Hymns Volume 1, 2 tracks on it. So this single was the first thing, one of the first things I bought, and I bought this and a 12-inch, and then it was me. I've followed them since, as I say. So yeah, first side is Wild Child, which is a fitting track because the title, because it's really good hard rocking number. It's the band getting their groove on, you know, and it's like great gospel fuzz rock. And the second song, New Dawn, is a bit darker, more for what they're known for, I suppose. But Wild Child is an amazing track. So yeah, Manson Congregation Hymns Volume 1, brilliant single. I thought I'd show a few singles because I never show singles. Here's another band from Finland, same as Manson are from Finland as well. Seremonia, and this is Ovi. So this was the first thing I heard by this band as well. I picked this up when this came out, and it's a fantastic listen. Sort of quirkier sound, psychedelic hard rock, but it has like a sort of post-punk edge to it, to me. Yeah, fantastic band. Put out some great records. Seremonia, yeah, good single. Here's one from the UK that I was really impressed with when this came out. The First Person single. So when I picked this up when it came out. This came out in Rise Above Records, probably 2010, 2012, somewhere around there. This got Rockin' Horse on it and Twos and Ones. Superb single. The thing that really impressed me when hearing this band was, like, you could tell you were listening to someone who completely absorbed all that music from the 60s and 70s, taking it all in, and was really aware about how to write really good songs. Rosalie Cunningham, the songwriter, talented musician, just brilliant at what she does. Great voice, I say great musician all over. Brilliant songwriter, and you could tell just by listening to these 2 tracks that she was way ahead of the pack in her talent. A lot of the bands that they were getting lumped in with, her contemporaries, I suppose. You can tell this was in a class of its own. Not that necessarily makes, unfortunately, a great successful band, but it's just an amazing single. So yeah, Persian with Rockin' Horse, Twos and Ones is the B-side on this, which is an amazing track. Alright, so here's one from New York. Occultation, when this came out. Oh my god, it could have been... A lot of these are from 2012, 2010, that sort of direction. This is the second album by Occultation anyway, Silence in the Ancestral House. The latest band's from New York. They take a lot of influences from the sort of quirkier doom and prog stuff from the Italian doom bands. Like you can hear a bit of Paul Chain in this. You can hear a bit of Black Hole that are obviously an influence on them. Brilliant, dark, proggy, gothy in a way. Superb vocals, and amazing riffs. The vibe on this, the dark vibe on this, is just what does it for me. Like what's on here? So you've got All Hallows Fire is brilliant. The Dreamtide is an absolutely amazing song. Silence in the Astral House, Forever Thereafter. These are brilliant and dark. You have to hear the atmosphere in this. If you haven't heard this, give it a shot. It's yeah, if you like the sort of Italian doom stuff, there's a big massive whiff of it on this. It's just something a wee bit more interesting to me than the usual doom and stuff. It just has a brilliant atmosphere and vibe. Haunting and gothic. It's really cool. So yeah, that's Occultation. Silence in the Ancestral House. Brilliant record. And many fans of it. Their first one was good as well. Alright, so this is Hands of Orlok. So this is Italian progressive doom, dark rock. A lot of people sort of compare this band to Blood Ceremony because of their progressive influences, and there's flute playing and stuff on it. But this has a more of an Italian horror soundtrack vibe or something to me, and it just works really well. I think this is their second record as well, and I'm gonna butcher the title of this. Fili del Crepuscolo, by Hands of Orlok. Superb record. If you like dark prog doom, it's really good. Yeah, Hands of Orlok. Here's one that isn't a hard rock record, but when this came out, I absolutely loved it. This is Fern, an American band. Music for Witches and Alchemists. This has got a lovely screen printed cover on it, hand screen printed. And yeah, when I picked this up, I was listening to a lot of bands like there was a whole resurgence of sort of psychedelic folk stuff. Bands like Espers. I really like their first two records, and I got into this round about the same time. It's the first one I picked up them. Fern had another album called Castings, which I really liked as well. But this girl singing on this is absolutely amazing. So this has that pastoral folk sound, traditional instruments. Song on here, the first track is Song for Ireland. There's amazing stuff on this like Awake Angel Snake and Murder of Crows. That song's brilliant. I can't listen to this sort of stuff and not be thrown into the world of the Wicker Man because of the way my head's set up, because of what I grew up with. But fantastic psychedelic, acid folk, freak folk. It's really good. Yeah, it's Fern Night. Music for Witches and Alchemists. Next up is JexThoth, their debut record. This is bliss to listen to. I caught these live. They played at a pub over here in Belfast. Superb live band. JexThoth, the singer, came out with that cloak on and waving her incense about and whirling around like just a mad woman. Superb front woman. This album's really good. There's stuff on this cover, by the way, was done by Albert Witchfinder from Reverend Bazaar. But there's stuff on this like Sonny Yule's brilliant. The Banishment. Warrior Woman is really catchy. It's almost poppy, and its catchiness is really good. The Equinox Suite is like a psychedelic journey. Fantastic. But when the heavy guitars kick in, they remind me of like Blue Cheer and Blue Cheer at their heaviest, and bands like High Tide. It just has a vibe that a lot of bands coming out around this time were just aping a lot of other bands, and you could tell that it wasn't coming from anywhere genuine. It didn't feel like that to me anyway. Not so with this record. This has a freedom to it that reminds me of the late 60s, and it's really good. JexThoth, so anybody a fan of JexThoth, I'm sure there is plenty of us. Next up is Chelsea Wolfe, This is the first Chelsea Wolfe record I ever picked up, and this was I'd read an interview with her, and this was the album that was out at the time, so I picked this up. This is the bottom. I think she's done better records than this, but this is good. I mean, it's got some really good songs I like on it. A bit of a PJ Harvey influence on it, but I like tracks. Tall Bodies is a good song. This is Apocalypse or Apocalypsis. I like Demons is a good track. Movie Screen is a bit of a Portishead feel to it, and Peel on Peels again, a really doomy, dirgy sound, which is really good. I think she's wrote better records, but this is still really good. I still really enjoy it. So yeah, Chelsea Wolfe, Apocalypse. It's a good record. Enjoy hearing it again. Here's a new one, and I've shown a couple of people on here. Sean the Beast and John at Rock and Metal Plus. I've shown some love for this record, the new Dorothea Cottrell record, Death Folk Country. So I picked this up a couple months back. I hadn't got it when them boys were showing it, but it was on my mind to pick up because I enjoyed her first one as well. And if you don't know anything about Dorothea Cottrell, she's more known in heavy metal circles for being a singer for Windhand, so great doom band. But yeah, this is really good. Family Annihilator, just good dark singer-songwriter stuff. It's a sort of timeless vibe. And if you can write a good song on acoustic guitar, people are always going to be interested in good songs no matter what. Funny enough, I bought this in HMV, which is somewhere I don't usually go, and it was in the heavy metal section, which is somewhere I don't usually look when I go in the HMV, because it's full of death metal and black metal, the popular heavy metal of the day, you know, so which doesn't interest me much. But this was in there and it was cheap, which is surprising as well for HMV. But it's got songs like Black Canyon's Amazing Harvester, Family Annihilator is really good. Effigy at the Gates of Ur is a brilliant song, one of those songs that you think that you've heard before from somewhere. Maybe because it's a well-worn musical path, but it's a brilliant path to be on. Fantastic song, folky, dark country. Death is Eat What I Kill, brilliant track as well. So I've really enjoyed this. Superb second solo album by her, and yeah, I look forward to hearing where else she goes with her career. It's really good record. Here's the band that the doom band she sings in, Windhand. So this is the recent reissue that what did this come out on? Relapse Records, with different cover art, and I had to pick this up because it has the demos and stuff. It's two LP set. Has demos and stuff on the second LP. But I couldn't resist this artwork. I think it's better than the original. I usually, if there's a reissue, you want the original artwork and stuff, but this updated artwork, I couldn't resist it and pick it up anyway. So yeah. So this has got Black Candles, Heat Wolves, Summon the Moon on this, on the second side of this record is absolutely fantastic. That an amazing doom song. I love the guitar sound on this record as well, because even though it's big and it's warm, it's got a bite to it. It's really heavy. Yeah, and Winter Sun's the last track, and I love the way the album ends on those guitar dirges and the tortured vocals. But yeah, Windhand with their debut record, say that the new reissue, well worth picking up if you haven't picked it up, even if you do have if you had it anyway, because you get the demos on it, and that artwork is superb. Here's another Italian band, Haunted. So this is their debut record, and I was in contact with Frank, the bass player on this record. They actually gave me a nice mention in the inside of this record, which I'm glad to have my name on this record, because this is really good. So I met the bass player of this band. Before he started this band, I met him over here in Belfast. He was living here for a while. I struck up a conversation with him in a pub, and he was telling me about the bands he was in, and I was saying what I was doing musically and stuff. I was hoping to get a jam with him, but he ended up moving back to Italy, and we kept in contact, email and social media was on at the time. And he told me he was putting this band together. And at this point, you know, this whole scene, there was a lot of stoner doom bands coming out, wrapped in all this occult stuff. But I knew it would be good because he's a talented musician, and I knew he wouldn't put together a shite band, you know. So I was looking forward to it coming out. But when he let me hear the tracks, and I heard Christina, the singer, I was like, they couldn't lose. She's great, absolutely amazing voice. The way she weaves her melodies through these riffs is brilliant. This get compared a lot to Windhand when it came out, and this is probably slightly more accessible, I think, maybe Windhand. Catchy, stoner doom, small, something about it has a tinge of grunge. I don't like the term myself, but it's brilliant, really good. Slowthorn, superb melodies on that track. Superb melodies the whole way through this. This singer's brilliant. Yeah, heavy stoner doom stuff. And this band is, I just realised the other day that they're back together. They released an album after this, and then they broke up. But they have a new album coming out. The band are back together. Slight change in musicians. But I'm looking forward to hearing it. I'm going to have to reach out to Frank to say hello. And if you ever see this, Frank, big hugs from Belfast, my man. But yeah, Haunted. Their debut, really good. Italian doom. Stoner doom. Doesn't have that quirky Italian style that it's come to be associated with that style, with that scene, but it's brilliant. Alright, next up is one I haven't played in a long time as well, The Devil's Blood. The Time of No Time Evermore. This is really good. Bit overrated, I think, which happens when artists, I suppose, when they pass away at an early age. Celine, the main songwriter, committed suicide, obviously, so it tends to skew how people view things and hear things, I think. But this is really good. This has got loads of classic rock feel, like Thin Lizzy and Wishbone Ash and those guitars. You can tell the guy who's into heavy metal because when you listen to the guitar solos, and you hear bits of Maiden and stuff, I think. But yeah, Thin Lizzy, a bit of Rocky Erickson, and just a real brilliant classic rock sound. It probably would have appealed to a larger audience if it wasn't for a lot of the interviews and stuff that the guitar player was given, you know, with the whole religious devil worship thing and all that. A lot of people probably just cringed at it and went, I'm not listening to this fucking shite, right? But it's normal in black metal, I suppose. So at least they give the black metal scene a little classic rock band I can listen to, and not think that they're gay or something. Whatever happens in that scene, I don't know. Yeah, but The Time of No Time Evermore, brilliant, great vocals on this. It's got a cool garage strut and parts of it as well that give it a good sound. It's maybe a little bit. I would like it a wee bit. If it had been a wee bit looser, a wee bit rawer, I might have enjoyed it a bit more. Although I do still enjoy the record. But yeah, Devil's Blood. So there's 11 tracks on this, isn't there? And Chrysler Cocaine and stuff and all's on this. This is all psychedelic writing. It's hard to read and I can't remember the titles. Let's see if it's on the labels. For fuck's sake, why do they do that? But yeah, the last song, what's it called? The Anti-Cosmic Magic or something. It's a good track as well. Say 11 tracks on it, which is probably significant because of all the mishmash of the occult currents that were going about at that time, and spewed into the black metal scene by bands like Dissection and stuff like that. So yeah, really good record. I really enjoy it. So I'll Be Your Ghost is on this as well. The Under Backings is really good. House of 10,000 Voices. Christ or Cocaine. Oh yeah, Rake Your Nails Across the Firmament is really good. Anti-Cosmic Magic, as it says, the last track. Angel's Prayer is really good. Really good melodic, classic rock sounding record. And great, absolutely great guitar playing, great singing. You can tell that it took a lot of time to get the vocals right in this. I think maybe it loses a bit of feel because they're, you know, you can just tell it took a lot of time to get this right. But it's really good. Devil's Blood, The Time of No Time Evermore. Any fans of it? Good record. Okay, last one. This is Black Moth Horseman with their album. I think it was the only album they put out. This came out 2010 maybe or something. I don't know, 12. Yeah, Black Moth Horseman, and this is called Wilt. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I came to this record because there was a Brent song on it called Deer Slayer. So this is, I suppose this is, people would call this post-rock. To me it's just a really good, or post-metal. To me it's just a really good dark rock record. And I liked it when it came out. And to be honest, over the years, it's grown on me more. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So that's Black Moth Horseman. And I hope you got something to enjoy out of that. And if you like any of these bands and you want to talk about them, give me a shout in the comments and we'll have a chat. And yeah, and hopefully I'll see you soon. So that'll do the job. All the best. See you later. Bye.